Hey everybody, Adam here with HMG, and we are day 5 now at this year's Great American Outdoor Show here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And this good-looking guy right next to me, you guys probably recognize him if you've watched the weekly wrap-ups during the week. I'm standing here with the founder and the mastermind behind Forget Genetics, my buddy Barry. Barry, how are you?
Good. How you doing, Adam?
I'm good, man. So tell us, how's the show been for you so far this year?
The show's been fantastic.
Yeah.
This is our 3rd year here in Harrisburg. It's Great American Outdoor Show. It's our 2nd show of the season. We've had such a great response from returning customers, new customers. It's so enjoyable watching customers bring in their photos of their growth, seeing their deer. It's just very overwhelming, the success that they're having. And it's almost like giving you goosebumps
Right.
when they show you the deer that they have on camera, and they get the excitement in their voices, and it's just so overwhelming. And it makes what we do and what we're trying to do feel like the right thing.
I love it. So for those that are new and that are watching this, can you kind of give a little bit of background on what is Forget Genetics and how did it all come to fruition?
Absolutely. So for years, I grew up here in Pennsylvania, and as well as you did, and we always hear that type of thing where it's all about genetics. Let's shoot this buck or shoot that buck, call this buck, call that buck. And the reality is, the doe actually carries more of the DNA than the buck does in their offspring, and nobody ever put emphasis on the actual nutrition piece of it. That's where we got our name, Forget Genetics, is working more the nutrition side of it. And I used other products for years, as everybody did. And one of the things we found out there is a product that might have worked 10 years ago, 15 years ago, is just not the same product. So I stepped away from the high deer fence farming community, everything.
Yeah.
I went to the field to develop my product. I read the studies. I knew what the studies are. This is what my background is. And I want to develop something that worked in the wild on white-tailed deer that you and I actually grow and show.
Right.
And as I was developing my process and developing my minerals package that we have here, one of the first things I noticed out there with a lot of animals hitting a lot of my competitors' minerals, because that's where we started first, is animals would come in, the deer would come in, and they'd hit these mineral sites.
Yeah.
And I noticed right off the bat what was happening is they'd hit it maybe sometimes in 30 minutes, but it may take them days to come back to it. It also would take sometimes heavy dews or rains to actually dissipate those minerals, to actually soften the blow when they actually take them in. It's called sour mouthing. So when they would come in, they'd hit it, it would deter them, because phosphorus is very harsh on a white-tailed deer's tongue. It's very bitter. There's a lot of companies out there that don't put phosphorus in their mixes because A, it's expensive, and B, it's really hard to get the white-tailed deer to eat it.
Okay.
And the other thing about phosphorus is, when everybody puts calcium in there, but without that phosphorus, the white-tailed deer can't actually use that calcium. Does that make sense?
Yep, sure does.
So the two work hand in hand together.
Gotcha. All right.
So the other thing, which is really tough, and it's an uphill battle, which we're really succeeding in, is we stepped away from that industry standard of 2 parts calcium, 1 part phosphorus.
Okay.
That is the industry standard. It's a farming standard. I know that. But when we were developing our mix, one of the things I noticed is we mix manufacture everything. There are no mill tags on any of our products, because this is all done in-house. We have our own facility. We have our own mill, our small mill that we do all this in. And so I control every ingredient.
Yep.
Down to every piece that goes into every bag, every bucket. We control every aspect of that.
And remind everybody, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for years. Years, absolutely. I mean, we've actually been in business for 3 years. I didn't even want to go into business. This was something that the family, they're like, look, you got something. You can sell this. You're doing the right thing. Let's market this. And that's where I got tired of using other people's products. And one of the things I found out also is these smaller companies were getting bought out and by these bigger corporations.
Okay.
So I don't want to throw any names out there, but these bigger companies come in and they buy these smaller companies up, and we don't even know it, you and I. So what happens then is the numbers stay on the same on the bag, but in reality, what's in the bag completely
different.
changes. Absolutely,
because they're white labeling the same thing.
Exactly.
And it's something else. No, I get it.
Because now they're owned by these large corporations, and the numbers stay the same, but it's about profits at that point.
Right.
So we're mom and pop, veteran-owned business.
Yes.
And we focus. It's myself, my wife, my children, friends of ours. This is how we do. This is what we do. Yeah. And everybody's like, well, until you get bought out. I have no plans on it. Let my children sell the business if they want to. That's up to them. But right now, I'm focused on you and I, the hunter. Right. You're all of our folks out there. Your success, my success. Your success is my success, and that's what we build off of.
We absolutely love. Now, I could speak from experience because I've used this product before. And I've known you, well, pretty much almost all 3 years.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think.
We met the first year here.
Yeah, and then last year you decided, became a sponsor of the network, and we appreciate that. Doing it again this year. And let's go over it just real quickly, because I know when we first met up, you had the Apple Trace Mineral, and then you got a new product out this year as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
We actually have a few new products.
Okay.
We originally started with our flavor infused trace minerals.
Right.
So apple, acorn, sweet corn, persimmon, and peanut butter.
Right.
We actually added a few in our acorn lollies and our corn lollies.
Yes.
Those are our deer licks, and I use those personally in the off season. A lot of folks use those during season as bait and attract them. I use them in the off season because the molasses in there actually promotes healthy gut enzymes in the white-tailed deer.
Oh, really?
So they can actually break down the harder proteins they're taking over this winter month. So it's all a process. But no, we launched a new product this year. It's called our Apple Jacks and Persimmon Pops. This is just a small sample bag. Again, with a lot of these companies out there, they're just putting stuff in a bag because they have a name.
Right.
No matter what they put in the bag, they have a name. People are going to buy it. Oh, it's got to work.
Yeah.
And everybody's doing these powders, these powder attractants. Well, I found one thing and one thing only that powder attractants do, and that's mold. So what we do is we create our deer granola mix.
Oh, look at that.
They're refined grains. We don't grind it up to release those proteins, so we don't have to worry about that mold factor as much. The next thing we did is we actually flavor infuse every bit of it. So our Apple Jacks taste like apples. Our persimmon pops taste exactly like persimmons. If you were to put a piece of this in your mouth, like some customers do, which is hilarious, it actually has that natural taste of persimmons. And then it has that aroma, that attraction. It has that long range attraction. It just draws them in. Same as our minerals. With that flavor infusion and those aromas, it actually has that long range to draw them in. We're lower in salt, so we don't use that salt as the attraction. We actually use those aromas and flavors to actually pull the deer into our mineral sites and then can keep them coming back. Because this is one of the things I studied as well, is frequency. So if you have a deer coming into your mineral site every 4 or 5 days, it's doing them absolutely no good.
Right.
But when they're consistent, keep them coming back every day to that same mineral site.
I love it.
The same thing with our Apple Jacks and Persimmon Pops. How do I use this? Well, don't stick it out there and then hunt it 4 days later, because it's not going to do you any good. It's going to be already gone. It's a flash in the pan. So I always recommend 2 days prior, 3 days prior, go out and put half a bag out. Get their taste on it, they smell it.
Yeah.
The morning you're going to hunt, put the rest of that bag out there and sit back, relax, and wait, because it's going to happen.
Right.
I mean, it has that long range draw and attraction to it.
It most certainly does.
It does.
And it smells amazing. Like, all of the products smell exactly what
Absolutely.
they smell. I absolutely love
We do have another product as well, which I believe you got a chance to try.
Yep.
And that's our bear lolly.
Wait till you guys look at this. Okay, let me see if I can get the angle on this here.
I'll pull it out here a second. So this is our actual bear lolly.
Look at that.
So this hangs in a tree. So we manufacture these as well. Everything you see.
Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells so good.
We do these in 3 flavors. We send these to Alaska and Canada, Maine, where they do a lot of bear baiting and things of that nature up there. Even if you want to get some great video and footage of a bear, this thing's amazing. You hang it in a tree as high as you can safely put it up there.
Yeah.
We cable tie them into the tree and throw a camera on there, and it's amazing. We do 3 flavors. We do sweet candy, that's what this guy is here. We do peanut butter, and then we do black licorice as well. Besides being just a mineral company, we're all around. All we focus on in our mill is wildlife. We don't do horses. We don't do cattle. It's all elk, deer, bear, things of that nature. It's all actual wildlife.
I love it.
Even down to our Persimmon Pops and Apple Jacks. A lot of companies out there are taking horse products. You'll notice those horse products because a lot of times they're 15-14% crude protein or lower.
Right.
Those are designed for horses, and then they slap a deer sticker on it and call it a deer feed.
So there's a lot of science behind this.
Absolutely, lots of effort.
Yeah.
Countless hours of videos, pictures,
and just seeing what works and trial and error.
Absolutely,
is what it's been.
Absolutely.
Barry, people that are watching this right now, all the hunters that are out there across the country, where can they? Do you ship?
Absolutely. So we have a website. All you have to do is Google Forget Genetics, and we'll be the first one that pops up, obviously. You can order from our website. Our trace mineral bags are free shipping, so we ship them all over the United States. Our Persimmon Pops and Apple Jacks, our 18-pound bags, those are, again, free shipping all across the United States.
Nice.
We're in 65 stores right now and growing every day, so we're really excited about that. We take recommendations from some of our customers out there. Hey, look, you need to get it into this store. So
Yeah.
the next thing you know, I'm loaded up in the truck and I'm headed to that store, trying to get new dealers out there. And we actually work really well with our dealers as well, because we do free shipping to our dealers.
Yeah.
So for us to grow, we put the legwork in.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen on its own. So we're out there trying to do the best we can, and the happier our dealers are, the happier our customers are. I go as far as a customer calls me up and says, I got nothing. I got no store near me. I'm like, where you at? Well, I'm in such and such Pennsylvania. Well, you know what? I'm due for a morning breakfast anyway somewhere. So my wife and I load up, we get in the truck with our products, and a lot of times we'll meet people as well. We're trying to get our brand out there, trying to get our name out there. It's a tough industry, and we want to be a part of it.
But you're killing it, man. I'm
Thank
proud
you.
of you, the things that you've done. I appreciate the support that you've shown HMG over the
we
years.
appreciate everything you guys do,
well.
and all the followers that you folks have. I'm a Friday listener all the time. When I'm in the truck traveling, or I'm on the road doing deliveries, I'm watching. When I'm on the road with other things, I'm always listening.
Well,
and if I don't get a chance to listen live, I go back and watch.
I know you did. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Listen, guys, go to Forget Genetics. Google them. I think forgetgenetics.com.
Yeah, forgetgenetics.com.
Forgetgenetics.com.
We're on Facebook, Instagram.
Follow them. And he
absolutely.
does videos and stuff. He's been doing some videos on this stuff. This is stuff you definitely want to look at. Look at this. Look. There, my buddy right here. He just wanted to say hello to everybody. So listen, check it out. We appreciate it. One of our network sponsors. Go check them out.